What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Soul Immortal. I'm just sitting here, man, on one of my Sunday rants. So I'm closing in on my 60-day tenure as a 40-year-old adult, man, and it's only right that I give my assessment on what life is like at 40, man. All right, so we have our milestones. Everybody looks forward to being 16 years old and getting a driver's license. Then everybody looks toward being 18, then 21, being able to buy alcohol or whatever. But hitting 40, man, hitting 40 is life changing, man. I've noticed so many things that have changed around me, inside of me, the last 60 days, man. It's unreal. And I think that 40 is one of the most misunderstood, one of the most unappreciated ages, man, that we'll ever hit. See, I've always heard people say stuff like, 40 is the new 30. I've heard that, for so many years, man. But now that I'm 40, I get confused, man, because, I can't understand the mindset you have to be in to even make a comment like that. I mean, in my opinion, it feels like 40 is a rite of passage, man. I mean, for some reason, I feel like I can really just unleash my mind and say what I think. I think at 40 I've earned that. You know what I mean? So my overall assessment, man, I really think that us hitting 40 as a people is where we're dropping the ball. Is where we're dropping the ball, man. And I'll explain what I mean. See, we're at a point in history, man, that's like no other, man. I mean, we have the ability to communicate, with the generation that's right behind us. I mean, at no point in history, in my opinion, have two generations vibrated so close to each other, man. And I don't think we're taking advantage of it. I think that's where we're dropping the ball. And when I say we vibrate with the generation behind us, this is what I mean. Like, when I was growing up, riding in the vehicle with my mom, man, maybe 15, 16 years old. At no point in time would I be riding with her, man, and she cut the radio on and just cut some Big Daddy Kane or some Tupac or some Biggie on. At no point in time was something like that about to happen. But somehow with this generation, we've bridged that gap. A mother riding with her son is nothing to hear some 2 Chainz or some Future or some Jeezy on the radio, man. So we've bridged that gap, man. So we've made it where we have open communication with the younger generation. I mean, look at our clothes. There's nothing to see a 21-year-old man walking through the mall with some Jordans on and a 40, 42, 43-year-old man walking right beside him with the exact same pair of shoes on. Back when I was young, man, you wouldn't see a grown man wearing Troops or British Knight or the Jordans we had on. I mean, think about the dances. You can go to a family event, man, and a certain song will come on, and the younger generation and the older generation, man, are all on the same cue. They all know the same dances. Now, we might look a little more thrown off doing them, but we still know what's going on with that generation, man, and that is rare. So all I'm saying, man, is that we have a bond with the younger generation, man, and we're just not taking advantage of it. So going forward, man, 40 is the new 40. See, at 40, man, we've experienced a lot of things, man. We've made all our mistakes, and we're not relaying this information. See, at this point in our lives, man, a lot of us have been divorced. A lot of us have filed bankruptcy. A lot of us have spent time in prison. A lot of us have experienced layoffs. But what we're not doing, we're not taking that information and relaying all this to the younger generation, man, so that they can be more prepared or just be better people because of it, man. See, we're quick to talk about young men, man, when we see them walking through the malls with their pants hanging out down, or we see young women out in the malls acting obnoxious, man, with the butt cheeks hanging all out, man. But But if we aren't part of the solution, man, then we're part of the problem. See, what we don't understand is that these young people, man, they're looking for guidance. They're looking for guidance and direction, man. But they don't have anywhere to get it except music videos and reality TV. See, what we as older adults see as entertainment, they look at that and they think that, this is how I'm supposed to be. Let's take young men, for example. So coming up at a young age, man, we're taught that being the dope boy is what's cool. All the music glorifies selling dope and pulling triggers, man. But what is that doing for us? See, most of the young men nowadays, man, have police records a mile long. They too lazy to work. They have kids they don't want to take care of, and have absolutely no respect for the female gender, man. And this is what we call normal nowadays. And our young women are no different, man. I've seen a pattern in our young women, man, that I've seen far too many times. See, when the young ladies are coming up through high school, man, for some reason, man, they're just drawn to the wannabe thug dude, man. They end up having kids with these young wannabe thugs, man. And over the next few years, man, the guy's never there for the kids. But around 28, between 28 and 32-ish, man, I noticed the females kind of snap out of it, man, and they start realizing, hey, you know what? I need to go after, the quote unquote good guy, man, the guy who wanted to be smart in high school, man. So around that age, they start looking for the other guy, man. When all along, the older women should have been giving them the one-on-one on this whole situation, man. And I'm not saying this to point fingers, man. I'm saying this because we need to fix it. See, where we dropped the ball at, man, we've allowed television to raise the youth, man. And like I said a while ago, the things that we look at as entertainment, they look at as this is the way you ought to be. I mean, look at the TV shows that we watch, man. Housewives of Atlanta, Power, Empire, Scandal. I'm not knocking any of these shows. They're good shows. They're good forms of entertainment. But what I don't like is that television has taught our young women to be such good side chicks that they don't know how to be main chicks. It's making our young men think that success just comes overnight, man. Things like hard work and patience, those things are just a thing of the past now. So if we know what life is like, man, why aren't we telling them what we know, man? Why aren't we pulling them to the side and says, hey, you know what, young man, young lady, this is what life is about, man. You're 21, you're 22, here in the next 10, 15 years, this is what you're going to be experiencing. I mean, they may rebel, man, but like I said before, man, they're wanting that guidance, man. I remember when I was 18 and 19, man, doing things that would put me in prison, man, for a long time. I wanted somebody to come and give me the one-on-one on life, man. I wanted that information that would just set me on the straight path and give me the proper way to live, man. So 40 is the new 40, man. See, man, it may seem like they're in their own world, man, but they see us. They see us and they desire to be just like us, man. They see us doing big things in life, man. They see us in happy relationships. They see us doing good in our careers. They see us buying new homes and new cars and just, having the good things in life, man. But at no point in time are we, as a whole, going back, man, to say, you know what, young man, young woman, this is how you obtain these things, man. This is how you should live. As men, why aren't we going to the young guys saying, hey, you know what, man? It's cool to be smart, man. It's cool to read, man. It's cool to expand your mind and listen to different musics and appreciate the arts. That's cool, man. We're not telling them that. And women, you're not telling the young ladies that, hey, you know what? That guy that's in school and he's making straight A's and he's studying and he's not out acting a fool, man, and he's wearing the buttons down. That's the guy. That's the type of guy that you want. Right now it seems like like, the OG, triple OG that's walking around without a care. It seems like that's the go-to guy, man. But 10 years down the road, I'm telling you, this is the kind of guy that's going to be able to enrich your life. We're not doing that. I mean, the young kids nowadays, man, they have no one to explain to them, who they are, man, or what they're capable of, or even how to take pride in themselves, man. I mean, how many young men under 40 have ever heard of Mansa Musa? How many women under 40 know who Madam C.J. Walker is? See, they look up to the Bill Gates of the world, man, and the looking back at the Marilyn Monroes and glorify these people, which it's not wrong to have the role models of today's time. But what I'm saying is, if they can't see or if they don't know about anyone who looks like them that has succeeded, man, it's much more harder for them to win in life. And we should be doing that. We are the ones who should be teaching them this stuff, man. I don't know, man. I just see the generation behind us, man, and I just feel like we're dropping the ball, man. We're really setting them up for failure, man. And I think that one of the responsibilities of being 40 is being able to look back and explain to them, hey, this is what life is about. What you're doing, you're not on point, man. Do it this way. See, we'll watch that 25-year-old man go spend $3,000 on some rims, but we won't put him to the side and explain that, hey, you know what? You could have put that same money in some Facebook stock, man, and turn that 3,000 to nearly 21,000, man, in just 3 years, man. See, we're not schooling them on that. And women, y'all aren't seeing that young woman spending her last $500 on a Tory Burch and explaining to her that she could have went and bought some Chipotle stock at $39 a share, man, and flipped it to $9,000, man, in just a few years. We're not telling them that. We're not telling them. We're not showing them how to build wealth, man. We're just teaching them things. I mean, at the end of the day, man, it's about teaching them positive things, building wealth. We're in such a thing obtaining obsession right now, man. And if it's one thing I've learned from being 40, is that things will not bring you happiness. See, if money is what you're after, man, I've learned, if money is what you're after, there'll never be enough money. If you want 50 grand a year, you get 50, you'll want more. If you get 100,000, you'll want more. If you get 1 million, you'll want 2 more. As long as you're in this chase mentality, you'll never find happiness, man. Anytime you get a new vehicle, man, as soon as you get a new vehicle, it's always going to be about what else can I get, man. It never ends. If you chase things, man, you'll just be chasing them forever, man. We're just dropping the ball, man. We need to be teaching them, man, that being happy comes from being fulfilled, and being fulfilled comes from from following your passion. I mean, once you follow your passion and give that 100%, the things will come. The things are coming. But it's just important, man, to understand that the things are just things. Mike Tyson said that the things are garbage. Once you hit a certain age, you just realize that, man. But that's the end of my rant, man. I need to wrap it up. But as a whole, man, we need to do better, man. 40 going forward needs to be the new 40, man. Be sure to check out the description box below, man. I'm going to leave a few links to a couple of videos that I referred to in the video. It's your boy Soul Immortal, man. Let's change lives. And I'm out.